Well, first of all, we've helped with a lot of projects. Alcoa's major expansion. We've recently brought a company from Illinois to the Quad City area that makes rifles and gun parts. We also obviously have a number of companies that have chosen Iowa all over the state. Companies like Facebook, Google, Microsoft. These two big fertilizer plants, one of them in Lee County, one is CF Industries up in Woodbury County. The Iowa fertilizer plant was noted by Site Selection Magazine as the second best economic development project in the world last year. Why was this such a successful project is because, first of all, it's brought really good jobs to Lee County, which had the highest unemployment in the state. There are over 1,900 construction jobs now. There'll be over 240 permanent jobs. But the big benefit is to the local school district that gets additional revenue from the tax base, and to the farmers of Iowa who presently have to pay an exorbitant cost for their nitrogen fertilizer to raise corn because it's imported from overseas and they have all of that transportation cost. By producing it here in Iowa, the estimate is it's going to save Iowa farmers $740 million each and every year. That's a great deal, and it's really going to benefit the Iowa economy and help reduce farmers' costs. And we know, thanks to what the federal government has done through the EPA to the RFS, the Renewable Fuel Standard, corn production right now, the cost is much higher than the price of corn. And so we have to do what we can to try to bring those production costs down to be competitive. I wish that we would get a little more help from the federal government, renew the Renewable Fuel Standard to where it was envisioned to be by the Congress. That's another thing that could really help our farmers.
What do Iowans need to know about your thoughts about passenger rail across Iowa?
Well, the biggest concern I've got is I don't want the state stuck with an ongoing subsidy of something that's not sustainable. It's one thing for us to make a one-time commitment for capital construction to upgrade the rails so they can be more high-speed. And right now we have the Iowa Interstate that provides important rail service, but it's not passenger. And to be passenger level, it has to be much higher speed and much safer. And consequently, we've been studying and reviewing this. And I want to make sure also that if the primary benefit is going to be students from Illinois coming to school at the University of Iowa, then Illinois ought to pay their fair share of the cost of it. It ought not be just by the number of miles, because it ought to be by the benefit to whichever state's going to benefit the most.